pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Miami Heat. For Miami, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And guys, before he got hurt last year, we saw vintage Chris Bosh. He became a bigger focus without LeBron. We got a reminder of just how dominant he can be, Shaq.
Yeah, he got back to scoring over 20 a game for the first time since leaving Toronto. You know, he provides an offensive presence inside and out. I just hope he's healthy to play the whole season this year.
Yeah, he was very efficient, you know, shooting 46% from the floor. His ability to take you outside if you're a four. And then we saw his post game again, Ernie. We hadn't seen that since Toronto, and like Shaq said, but we saw it again. Great season last year before the injury.
That does it for us. Kevin Harlan with the call, and we will see you later.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We're in Miami for some Heat basketball. This hometown crowd ready to go. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. We've got Easy Breezy. Omer Ashik is out there at prime time. Then there's the prodigy, and it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Bosh. Ashik pulls it in.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Fires the three. Good! The prodigy's got himself on the board with three there.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Outside Bosh. They swipe it. Here's the prodigy. He's guarded by Dragic. Ball, the pass to Holiday. Can't hit. Dragic with some nice D. As you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Riley, Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulder ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
On defense, the Pelicans. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Alvin Gentry. Coach said a main goal of theirs is to prevent easy looks from outside. He told me closing out hard on all their shooters is going to be a very big key in this one. If we can't bother their shooters, it's going to be an awfully long 4 quarters for us, gentlemen. We'll see how it turns out, guys.
Doris, thank you. Obviously, Clark, the three ball is a big concern for any defense.
Well, yeah, it is, Kevin, but the upside is you're not getting broken down in the lane and you're not giving them free throws, but you still have to challenge those shots.
Now here's Wade. Here's the screen. And Ashik sends it back. Wow! 3 on the clock.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here's Ashik. Ashik the screen for Holiday. Pass the ball. Screen by Ashik. Here's Williamson. And the 3 off target. The Heat have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Wade dishes to Dragic. Butler kicks to Bosh. Back to Butler. And he dunks it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's the prodigy. He kicks to Holiday. There's the pick. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Dragic with it. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Wade on the wing. From about 19 feet. But they get it back. Butler in the corner. And again, Miami with the triple.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Here's the prodigy. He feeds it to Holiday. Floats one up. Shot is off. Some solid defense from Bosh.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Wade passes to the prodigy. And the shot is good.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Pelicans trail by 3.
And Dwayne Wade, as we know, one of the best in the business at blocking shots from that off-guard position. Hard to think of a guard who has had as many swats as Dwayne Wade in the past couple decades. One of the best ever.
He'd have gone 50% from the field at this point, 4 of 8. Now Dragic, pass to Butler. Wade outside. To the paint. Here's the prodigy, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
That was a smart pass by Wade that time.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Here's Williamson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right after.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loop shots.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
Shots good by Bosh.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Here's the prodigy. Beyond the arc. And that one's good. The prodigy's got 6.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff aspirations, they were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. They only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Miami. So it's Miami now. 3-point lead. Now here's Dragic. Feeds it to Wade. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Most of the time, that shot will go down, or the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
And there's the pass to Ashik. There's the screen. Kicks to Holiday. 6 to shoot. Floats one. Miami grabs the miss. The Prodigy's got 4 rebounds in this game.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Pelicans trail by 3. Passes it to Ball. Lets the 3 fly. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Outside Dragic. Stoudemire outside. Dishes to Wade. 3-pointer. And that one's good. Wade's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, there's no doubt. Now here is Holiday. He has 5. Rebound by Butler. Pass to the Prodigy. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. New Orleans is still a relatively young team, but they play with the maturity, I think, Clark, that's beyond their years.
You know, Kevin, the average age for them last year was just over 25 years old, and the youngest team in the West, actually, to make it to the playoffs last year.
And the first one drops.
And for the Pelicans, part of why they look so mature is how they protect leads. I mean, rarely giving away points for free and knowing how to close out games.
Luol Deng is checked in for Miami. Winslow comes in for Dwayne Wade. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And you know, guys, the Pelicans only lost 5 games last year where they led going into the fourth quarter. They won 38 when entering the fourth quarter with the lead. That's very mature basketball for a team that's as young as they are.
And that one's good. And here's Dragic. Winslow with it. Back to Deng. Outside Dragic. Offensive rebound Heat. Here's Stoudemire. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Heat.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Amari Stoudemire, with the change of scenery last season, was bought out by the Knicks, signed with the Mavs midway through the season.
That was the best thing to happen to Stoudemire, in my opinion, Kevin. He got to play playoff basketball again, and we know that wasn't going to happen in New York.
Jay Crowder's checked in for the Prodigy. And Stoudemire drops them both.
And for Stoudemire last year, served as a backup big for the Mavs and was still as efficient as ever.
Now here's Reddick. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Here's Dragic. The Pelicans make their last shot. Stoudemire dishes to Deng. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Heat lead by 5.
I don't think Stoudemire will ever be what he once was, but he is a valuable big to bring off the bench for a contending team in limited minutes.
And it's Winslow slapping it down.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up the lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Well, Heat leading by 5. Here's Dragic. Stoudemire outside. It's tipped. Winslow wide open, and he fires. And again, Miami with the triple.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Now, here's Ajinça. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Anderson kicks to Redick. From deep. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Here's Dragic. There's 1:26 left in the first quarter. There's the dish to Winslow. Outside Dragic. Offensive rebound Heat. Stoudemire left side. Shoots over Redick. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And what a tough position Luol Deng found himself in last year in a small forward swap of sorts. LeBron James goes from Miami to Cleveland. Deng goes from Cleveland to Miami. He had his choice. There was Atlanta that was in the mix there too. But he goes to the Miami Heat. He's bounced around a little bit. But still a very big talent.
He is. You know, he kind of likes following legends. Remember, Scottie Pippen was that great small forward in Chicago, and Luol Deng was the next heir apparent. So he seemed to be pretty comfortable stepping into LeBron's role. Unfortunately, not able to deliver at the same level. And let's face it, the problem is you can't make up for losing the best player in the game, and that's the case here in Miami for Luol.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Gets the pass to Stoudemire. Anderson with the block.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Here's Redick. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Outer dishes to Stoudemire. 2 on the clock. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Heat have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting. So some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
You know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Heat leading by 6. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as a lightning rod for fans. There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
And listen, I have the utmost respect for J.J. and Coach K and what they've done there. And listen, you could be known for a lot worse things in your life and haven't gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about where he's been, Kev. I think it's about where he's going and what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Easy breezy out there with Ryan Anderson. Then it's Omer Ashik. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Ball in at the 1 spot. And so he makes both from the line. A lot's been made of the Heat fans in the past for walking out during the finals game where they looked to be out of it. But credit, the Miami Heat fans, Greg, with last year sticking with this team.
Yeah, and in all fairness, I would have walked out as well because I thought it was over. But with LeBron out of town, a lot of Heat fans could have jumped off the bandwagon. But you know what? They stayed with it. So although the weather is fair, the fans are not.
Oh, well said.
Thank you.
So it's the Pelicans now after Dwayne Wade's miss. Lets it go from deep. And it's Miami with the rebound. The Prodigy's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Heat moving the ball around. The shot by Wade wide open. Wade missing again.
And, for the Heat, despite the struggles, they still sold out every game here last season. They were among the top teams in the league in total attendance.
Now here's Anderson. Here's the floater. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Ingram.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Wade kicks to Dang. Butler against Redick, and stolen by Redick. The pass to Ball. No good. That would have tied it.
And really, they showed up in force, even as the Heat fell to the back of the pack. The Heat only 20-21 last year at American Airlines Arena, but the fans love them all the same. And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
And last season, the Pelicans made it into the playoffs. I mean, could have had an easier road to get there if they were stronger against the Eastern Conference.
All right, now, take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And the Pelicans were solid against the East, Clark, 16-14. But as Greg was just saying, a lot of games left on the table for him.
Well, they have the lowest win total against the East of any Western playoff team. Really, the Pelicans were lucky to get in, given how many games they gave away against the East.
And Miami making a change here. Dragic is checked in. Second free throw, no good.
Even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
We always like it when you're aggressive and not settling.
Now, here's Wade. Fader on the way, and the shot is good. Now it's a 6-point Heat lead.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Ball, the pass to Williamson, and there's the feed to Holiday. Ashik with a screen on Wade, and Holiday, here we go. 4 on the clock. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Holiday. In it goes. That's his 3rd bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Now here's Dragic. Backed away. He dishes it to Bosch. Shot clock at 5. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosch last year. Had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
You know, and Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
You know, the Heat never really came back after losing Bosch. His presence on both ends of the floor is hard to replace, and they missed him a bunch.
And the second free throw, good.
Hey, guys, I know I speak for everybody. Glad to see Chris Bosch back out on the floor. I mean, blood clots can be a very scary thing for anyone. And I think everyone is happy he's been able to make a full recovery.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 7. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but well, I'll tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Shot off the screen. Got a piece of it. And New Orleans pushing it up now. That puts them in the lead. Primetime's got 5 now. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Pelicans?
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another thing, I mean, they've done a great job early of creating chaos on defense, being disruptive and getting steals through the first half of today's game.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. Here's the prodigy. 6 points for him. Pass to Williamson. Here's Easy Breezy. Here's the prodigy. Clock at 6. Fires from the wing. And it's the Heat on the break. Picked his pocket. Here we go, all alone. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Guys, you want to talk about one tough guy? How about the Turkish hammer, Ashik? Tremendous rebounder. A space eater in the paint, so long.
That's a great way to describe it, Kevin. Last year he finished 4th in the league in rebounds per minute. Plus he's always lurking as a shot blocker.
He is. New Orleans leading by 4. And Holiday has it in the corner. Passes it to Ingram. There's the pick. It's tipped, stolen by Bosch. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice, real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Just some amazing stats put up by Chris Bosch early in his career, but having been in the shadow of LeBron and D. Wade over the past few seasons, one wonders if Bosch is now a little bit underrated. He's talented and gives you everything you want from the power forward spot.
Getting back to Chris Bosh, it's always difficult to reshape your game around a superstar teammate. I mean, just ask Kevin Love last year.
You know, it's such a good point. When you think about Bosh, you know, he isn't the kind of guy who demands special attention. You know, he's not mugging for the press. He's not out there for himself. He just really lets his play speak for itself. And you won't find many bigs who are as versatile as he is. And much underrated, I think, as a pick-and-roll defender.
Wade outside. Dragic with a wide open look. No good with the triple. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Holiday and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Chris Bosh.
And looking at Drew Holiday, there's one thing he could do to really improve his game. Something that would, for the first time in a full season, help get his field goal percentage up over 45%. And that's just to get to the rim more often.
Gentlemen,
attack
2 shots.
off the dribble.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday. On the topic of Holiday, there's one stat that proves that he hasn't been going to the basket. He is averaging, Clark, less than 2 free throw attempts a game.
Yeah, his direct competitors are getting to the line. Guys like Lillard and Steph Curry shoot more than double the free throws. That's one reason why through last season they'd won a lot more games than Holiday.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Dragic dishes to Butler. Outside Bosh. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Outside Holiday. Miami grabs the miss.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Dragic against Holiday. Bosh, the screen. Butler kicks to Bosh. Bosh with another miss.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Feeds it to Holiday. Shot from the low block. Pass to Hart. They set the pick. Here's Easy Breezy. He kicks it to Ajinça. And that one's good. Ajinça's got the lead up to 4 now for New Orleans.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Now Dragic. And it's Crowder, top of the key. Bosh, the screen. Butler passes to Crowder. Back to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Bosh in the post. Puts up the baby hook. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Bosh has got 7 points. New Orleans has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. They set the pick. Holiday goes in. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Holiday's got the lead back up to 4 now for New Orleans. Outside Butler. Fades away. And he gets the bucket. 7 points in the game. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Holiday, the pass to Williamson. Takes the 3. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And the Heat call time here. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung, and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
And some changes here for the Heat. Kang comes in for Chris Bosh. And Winslow subbed in for Jimmy Butler. New Orleans also making some changes. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for prime time. Hill comes in for Easy Breezy. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday.
You know, Bosh was the big injury hit for the Heat, but they had a lot of other injuries as well. I mean, had to use 31 different starting lineups last season, and 20 different players started at least one game.
Pelicans leading by 3. And Redick kicks to Anderson. They set the pick. Now here is Hill, defended by Crowder. Plays it up and banks it in.
And injuries are something that you can't plan for, but you can prepare for them. And hopefully the Heat can avoid injury woes this season. If they can, they at least have players who have been through that struggle last year.
Miami with the ball. The Pelicans make their last shot.
And one thing we know about Justice Winslow, he is great on the big stage. He was amazing in the tournament for Duke a season ago. Got better and better as he helped his school capture the national championship.
For Miami, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. That's good from Winslow. With Winslow, it's all about improvement and being great on the big stage. I think he can do that, Greg. You talked about, you know, what he did in that national championship run. Clark, he was a fantastic foundation to begin with.
Yeah, you know what? He's not got many holes in his game. Solid at the defensive end, can score a lot of ways, puts his hands on winning at both ends of the floor.
Pelicans leading by 3. Redick dishes to Hill. There's the pass to Hart. He feeds it to Redick. There's a screen. Deep 2 from Hill. And that one comes up a bit short.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Gets the pass to Stoudemire. No good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Now here's Redick. He has 7. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. A nice shot by Anderson.
Yeah, just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Now here's Dragic. There's a screen. There's Winslow. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And that's now 9 points here for Justice Winslow.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
And the wide open shot from Redick. And it's off from 3-point range. And here's Dragic. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Pelicans lead by 3. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Dwayne Wade. And Dwayne, do you think the defense will be the focus for the second half?
Well, it is. You know, we got to get more stops, and when we get opportunities to get on transition, we got to look up and we got to get the ball up. I think right now we're getting rebounds and we're taking a break. We got to go, man. We got a very deep team. We got to use it. So second half, we're going to look to run a little more.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's New Orleans in control. They have a narrow 3-point lead. Kenny?
Well, they didn't let this hostile crowd bother them at all. In fact, they seem to feed off of that hostility. Plus, sometimes when you're away from home, those distractions, your family, your friends, your fans, you can concentrate better. Okay, wait, did I just say my family, friends, and fans are distractions? Okay, let's go to the next thing. Let's go.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. The second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they own the offensive boards.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.